The most efficient player in the entire NBA Finals isn't Wembanyama and it isn't Brunson. It's a guy averaging 14 points who barely gets mentioned in the highlights. Mikal Bridges is quietly turning in the most efficient scoring of anyone in this series, and the gap between him and the stars is bigger than you'd ever guess. Let me show you the math. Efficiency is the most underrated thing in basketball. Everyone counts points. Almost nobody finishes the sentence with how many shots it took to get them. Bridges is the answer to that second question. He scores quietly, he scores cleanly, and he wastes almost nothing. In a series where New York leads 2-0, that matters more than the box score lets on. This is Game is Culture. Real quick before we dig in, if you like breakdowns that actually show the math instead of just yelling takes at you, go hit subscribe. It's free and it genuinely helps, so click it. Start with the crown because he's wearing it. 14.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, a steal and a half, and he's doing it shooting 58% from the field and 67% from 3. That's not a scorer's line, it's a surgeon's line. Maximum output, minimum waste on both ends of the floor. Here's his finals shot chart. 11 of 19 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. Look how clean it is. He isn't launching 25 shots and hoping. He takes good ones, in rhythm, and a huge share of them go in. This is what shot selection discipline looks like on a map. Now the number that crowns him. True shooting percentage rolls 2s, 3s, and free throws into one honest measure of efficiency. Bridges is at 69.8%. That's not just good. Among everyone in this finals with real volume, it's the single highest mark in the series. Nobody is turning shots into points more efficiently than him. Look at the leaderboard. Bridges on top at 69.8, then Towns, Anunoby, Champagnie, all excellent. And then, all the way at the bottom of the qualified list, Jalen Brunson at 41.7. The Knicks have both the most and the least efficient scorer in the entire finals, and they're winning anyway. And let's be clear how high 70% true shooting really is. In the finals, against the best defense a season can produce, with the whole world game planning for you, most great scorers live in the mid-50s. Cracking 70, even at lower volume, is the territory of the most ruthless, efficient role players the league has ever had. Bridges is living there right now, on the biggest stage there is. And that contrast is the whole story, efficiency versus volume. Put the two Knicks side by side. Brunson has taken 56 shots in this series to get his points. Bridges has taken 19. Brunson's true shooting sits at 41. Bridges at 70. Same team, same 2 games, opposite philosophies of scoring. One hunts volume, the other waits for the perfect shot and buries it. And to be fair, that's not a shot at Brunson. Somebody has to take the hard, contested, late clock shots, and that volume role is real and necessary. The point is balance. The Knicks pair a high usage creator who lives at 41% efficiency with a low usage finisher who lives at 70. That combination, the engine and the finisher, is exactly how you build a balanced offense. And notice it's been steady, not a one-game fluke. In Game 1, he scored 9 on 6 shots and barely missed. In Game 2, he poured in 20 on 13 and shot 61%. Different scoring loads, same brutal efficiency. That consistency across both games is what separates a real efficiency profile from a lucky hot night. Quick interruption because the why behind this is the good part. Hit subscribe if you're enjoying this. I'm not going to beg, but I am going to ask, so hit it and I'll wait. So how is he this efficient? It's discipline. Bridges almost never forces a bad shot. He spaces the floor, attacks closeouts, and lets the offense find him instead of demanding the ball. 67% from 3 and 58% overall isn't luck. It's a player who only fires when the shot is genuinely there and who can hit it from anywhere when it is.
And it shows up beyond scoring. 4.5 assists, a steal and a half, switchable defense across positions. He's a connector, the guy who makes the 4 stars around him fit together. The efficiency isn't just in his jumper, it's in how little he wastes anywhere on the floor. And don't forget the other end, because efficiency on offense plus value on defense is the whole package. Bridges is averaging a steal and a half, switching across positions, taking the toughest perimeter assignment so the stars can conserve energy. He's the rare wing who gives you elite shot making and real defense in the same 40 minutes. That's why he never leaves the floor. Now the honest caveat, because volume is real. 19 shots in 2 games is low usage. Bridges isn't the engine, he's the finisher, and you cannot run a whole offense through a player taking 10 shots a night. The stars have to carry the volume, even the inefficient volume, because someone has to create. Bridges thrives precisely because others absorb the hard, ugly possessions. Efficiency at low usage is easier than efficiency at high usage. But that's exactly the role a champion needs filled to perfection. You need one guy who turns every touch into points, who never costs you a possession, who punishes the defense the instant it helps off him. In a series where Game 2 came down to a single point, a player who wastes nothing is worth his weight in gold. So here's the whole thing in one number: 69.8% true shooting, the best mark of any high-volume scorer in the entire NBA Finals. The stars get the shots and the headlines. Mikal Bridges just quietly makes more of his than anyone else in the building. That's a superpower, even if nobody's talking about it. So I'll leave it with you. Is efficiency like this underrated? The quiet thing that actually wins titles? Or do you only care about the guys taking the 25 shots? I think the most valuable role in basketball is the one Bridges is playing right now. Tell me where you land down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. We're in a race to 1,000 subscribers, so please join the family.